behind the back of Len Pelche. Danville on the attack, and it's Mahfouz pushed in the back, and here comes Jared Hicks. Hicks now heading towards the net. Shot, score! Jared Hicks with his first goal in 2014-2015 gives the Demons their first lead of the night at 1-0. Jared Hicks with his first goal of the season, taking it to the house and beating Matt Anthony on Anthony's weak side. That's his right side. And the Demons lead 1-0 with 16:52 left to go in the second period. Away from Dustin Henning as the Demons will go with a line change. Hicks still on the ice. Van Weinsberg tangles it up. Van Weinsberg past that Dasher. Van Weinsberg shot and score! Robert Van Weinsberg ties this game up for his first goal of the season. Call him V12, call him alphabet, but it's Robert Van Weinsberg with his first Demons goal of 2014-2015 to tie this game up at 2 with 3:29 left to go in the second period. Van Weinsberg off the bench, gets a little help from Hicks freeing the puck, and Van Weinsberg goes to the house and fires it home. However, Dayton does recover the puck just off the skate of Ahmed Mahfouz in the slot. Sends it back in, and Dustin Henning will connect on a pass towards the neutral zone for Sargis. Mahfouz cuts off Sargis. Here is Hicks. Tagoona, and there is a goal! Jared Hicks! Lightning strikes twice at Hera. 3-2 Demons. Two goals for number 9, Jared Hicks, picking up goals number 1 and 2 on the season, and he gives the Demons the lead 3-2 with 19:17 left to go in the third. Hicks is just 1 goal away from becoming the first hat-trick scorer for the Demons in 2014-2015.
I think there's your number 1 star right there.
We still have lots of hockey to play, Doug.
Oh, yeah,
but I think you might be right. Demons have 3 on the ice. Ahmed Mahfouz on the far-hand side, along with Jared Hicks, who has 2 goals tonight, and Brian Marks. And for Danville, it's Jonathan Giuliano, along with Justin Levesque and J.D. Gordon. Marks, he has the face-off puck, rolls forward. It's a 3-on-2 now. Mahfouz slammed in the board, and Marks comes up with the puck. Mahfouz spins it around. Hicks. Mahfouz shot, score! Ahmed Mahfouz with the OT winner, 16 seconds into overtime. That is how we ended tonight. The Dayton Demons 4 and the Danville Dashers 3 in overtime. Mahfouz took it to the slot, fired it home past Matt Anthony, and the Demons fans are up on their feet. They're shaking their cowbells, blasting their air horns. They are happy for an overtime win here tonight.
What a way to end this game. Close all the way. Shots were tied. Shots ended up being 33 apiece. We were tied going into overtime, 3-3.
And Ahmed Mahfouz picks up his second goal of the year, his 102nd as a Demon. And Brian Marks picks up an assist. And just 16 seconds into the OT, the Demons have won it. We'll be right back. We'll recap the game and give you the Premier Health 3 stars of the game. You're listening to the Gem City Sports Network, and you're watching it live on the FHL Live, presented by Point Streak. We'll be back.
Hey, America. We need to have a little talk. We've got more food in our country than we know what to do with. Food at the grocery store and food in the vending machines, fast food, health food, and seafood. We've got so much food that anything people don't buy, we just throw out. Yet 17 million kids in America struggle with hunger. That ain't right. Luckily, the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks has volunteers gathering excess food and getting it to hungry kids. They're kind of like food angels. Yeah, I made that up. It's kind of catchy. Hello, people. This isn't rocket science. We could solve hunger today. To start, become a food angel yourself by supporting Feeding America in your local food bank at feedingamerica.org. We can't do it without your help.
To help solve hunger in the Miami Valley and to find your local food bank, visit feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Today in school, I learned a lot. In chemistry, I learned that no one likes me. In English, I learned that I'm disgusting. And in physics, I learned that I'm a loser.
Today in school, I learned that I'm ugly and useless. And in gym, I learned that I'm pathetic and a joke. In history, I learned that I'm trash.
Today in school, I learned that I have no friends. In English, I learned that I make people sick. And at lunch, I learned that I sit on my own because I smell. In chemistry, I learned that no one likes me.
In biology, I learned that I'm fat and stupid. And in math, I learned that I'm trash.
The only thing I didn't learn in school today?
The only thing I didn't learn today.
The only thing I didn't learn
is why no one ever helps.
Kids witness bullying every day. They want to help, but they don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov. A message from the Ad Council.
Every day, I wake up at 5 a.m. to give Dad his medicine. Every day, I wake up at 5 a.m. to give Dad his medicine. At 6 a.m., I make his breakfast. Every day, I wake up at 5 a.m. to give Dad his medicine. At 6 a.m., I make his breakfast. At 7 a.m., I shower. Every day, I wake up at 5 a.m. to give Dad his medicine. At 6 a.m., I make his breakfast. At 7 a.m., I shower. I start laundry at 8. At 10, we go for a walk. Every day, I wake up at 5 a.m.
For those dealing with the daily struggles of caring for a loved one, we hear you. That's why AARP created a community with experts and other caregivers for advice, tips, and support. Together, let's help each other better care for ourselves and the ones we love. Visit aarp.org/caregiving. A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Danville Dashers. He does the day-to-day operations for the Dashers. And at this time, it is my pleasure on behalf of the Federal Hockey League to present Joe Pace with his championship ring.
Joe.
And here's a comment from Joe. I just want to say thank you to our owner, Barry Soskin, for last year letting me do that. My father, Coach Trevor Krasowitz, for looking for me. Also my girlfriend from Danville for actually letting me leave her and our baby to come here and play with you guys. I just want to say you guys are a great group of fans, and I enjoyed every minute I was here with you, and I wish I could do it again this year, but I'm going to have fun competing against you. So, thank you.
That's Joe Pace. Joe Pace, the captain of the Danville Dashers, getting his championship ring when he's in town. Very nice story about Joe Pace, his girlfriend, and their young kid. Very cute kid, by the way. So Joe Pace honored. He gets his championship ring. And we have a saying here in Dayton, Ohio, once a Daytonian, always a Daytonian. Final score in overtime, Dayton Demonz 4 and the Danville Dashers 3. The Demons improved to 2-0 on the season, and Danville falls to 0-1-1 as they'll be back on the road next week. That being mentioned, let's go ahead and recap the game for you. Jared Hicks, he scores 2 goals. The first goal on the night in the second period, and the first one the third period. Andrew Harrison ties it up in the second. Sargis gives Danville their first lead of the season. Robert Van Leinsberg ties it up. Hicks scores, Denney scores, and Ahmed Mahfouz with the game-winning goal 16 seconds into overtime. That's how we ended tonight. Here's your 3 stars of the game, presented by Premier Health, a proud partner of the Dayton Demonz. From injury prevention and performance improvement to surgery and rehab services, our talented team of sports medicine physicians and specialists do everything to keep the Demons on the ice and in play. Find out more about sports medicine services at Premier Health, or to find a physician, call 866-608-FIND. That's 866-608-3463. And this message brought to you by Miami Valley Hospital, Good Sam, Atrium Medical Center in Middletown, and Upper Valley Medical Center. Here's your 3 stars of the game. They are as follows. Robert Van Leinsberg is your 3rd star of the night tonight. He has 1 goal on 4 shots. Ahmed Mahfouz is your 2nd star. The overtime goal, 1 goal, 2 assists, a 3.9 for the Foos. And your number 1 star with 2 goals tonight is number 9, Jared Hicks. Jared Hicks, 2 goals, a +3 ranking for him, and 6 shots. Martinu takes the win in 60 minutes and 15 seconds of action. He records 30 saves on 33 shots. And Matt Anthony takes the loss, a very tough loss for the veteran to take. He records 29 saves on 33 shots in 60 minutes and 15 seconds. That's a final here in overtime. Demons 4, Danville Dashers 3. Doug, that was... With our first interviews on Dayton Demonz TV, I'm here with the head coach of your Dayton Demonz, Trevor Karazowicz, in his 2nd year. Trevor, great to see you again. Bright lights, as always, but great set of wins, 4-2 last night and a 4-3 overtime win tonight.
Yeah, we can't complain. Obviously, we got the first 2 wins of the year, and again, tonight we shouldn't have went into overtime, but again, the guys got the win, so there's not much else we could ask for.
Now, before we get into the breakdown of all the games that we've seen, you happen to be the first Dayton Demon to have his number retired, number 36. How does that make you feel?
It feels pretty special. Again, I thank everybody in the crowd. I thank the Wamplers for having us at the Hera. Obviously, Barry Soskin. If it wasn't for him, there would be no team. And I just like to thank the fans, and it's nice to be recognized.
And we've had 2 great nights of 2 crowds. Friday night was over 1,300, and tonight 1,099 made their way here. Electrifying crowd even. Maybe there was electrifying clouds, I don't know. I'll have to check on that, but great turnout of fans.
Yeah, it was good. Again, like we said, as long as I think we keep winning at home and keep it exciting, I think they'll keep coming back. Again, this is a hockey town. We just got to get the fans back.
Now let's talk a little bit about the 4-2 win on Friday. Scott Stafford, he scored the 3rd goal, and that was his first in any professional level. And Wahib Darge scored the 4th. I know I'm going out of order, and I'm sorry. Mahfouz unassisted, and Dustin Skinner on a power play. 4 goals for the Demons, and Matt Kinsella in the pipes, just 2 allowed. What was your thoughts on that entire Friday night?
It was the first game of the year. Obviously, there was a lot of sloppiness going on around the plays, and I just thought we had to clean a lot of stuff up. But again, we got the 2 points, we got the win, and it's nice to see some of the guys get going again. All the guys are excited in the dressing room, and it's nice to get it going finally.
With the first game, Butterflies squashed, killed, diminished, and tonight a 4-3 overtime win. Tell me a little bit about the 60 minutes tonight and the 16 seconds that we saw in overtime before Mahfouz struck the OT winner.
Again, we had different guys stepping up tonight. Obviously, it's nice when you have Mahfouz scoring, you know what I mean? He gets going. Hicks had a couple tonight. It's nice, obviously, and then in overtime, Foos got the big winner, but that's what he's here to do. Obviously, he's here to score some big goals for us, but again, our 2 goaltenders, what can I say? Curtis Martinu stepped in tonight, did a hell of a job, and Kinsella, well, Kinser's Kinser, and he's going to show up every night, so.
With those 2 wins in the books, you guys have under 7 days before the next home game here, and it's a big one, Coach. We get our rings, we get the banner hung up at Hara Rafters, and we're taking on the Danbury Whalers.
Yeah, obviously playing Danbury is a huge rival. Again, getting our rings in front of them is going to be something special, and you play all year, you battle all year to get rings, so it's going to be something cool and something awesome to be part of.
Coach, it's great to be back, great to be interviewing here on Dayton Demonz TV. That's what you've been watching, ladies and gentlemen. Our first interview's underway. Welcome back to Dayton Demonz TV, ladies and gentlemen. I have our #1 star of the game for the Saturday overtime winner, 4-3 Demons over the Danville Dashers. Here is Jared Hicks. He scored 2 out of the 4 goals tonight for the Demons. Jared, welcome back to Dayton. How are you?
Yeah, it's definitely great to be back, and especially after a strong weekend like this. You know, we started the same way we finished off last year, so just getting 2 wins under our belt and get things going. It's good to be back, and wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
2 games in the books, 2 home games, 2 victories. What's your thoughts on picking up back-to-back wins to start off the season?
Yeah, it's definitely good. You don't want to start on a bad foot, that's for sure. And to the guys all gelling together right now, it's real good to get a couple wins and maybe have a couple days off here now. It's good for us. And obviously, when you look at the weekend before it starts, you're looking for 2 wins and nothing else. So when you get that accomplished, it's always a good day.
When you scored those 2 goals tonight, early in the second period and even earlier in the third, after you score a goal, what's just the whole thought process that you have after you see it go past the opposing goalie and you hear the goal horns just blaze over Hare Arena?
Yeah, well, I'm definitely still a kid at heart, so it's my eyes light up just like any novice kid these days. When I score, I get real excited, and obviously you can see in my celebrations I get pretty worked up and excited. But it's a great feeling. That's why we play the game, is that feeling. The only other better feeling is lifting the championship cup, and I'm glad that I've done both of those things in the last year.
And while you mentioned a championship cup, next week, a big game. You get your ring from last year. The banner's going to be hung up at the Hara Rafters. And the team that you guys took down in 3 games to 2, the Danbury Whalers coming in. What's your whole thoughts about seeing the Whalers after clinching the cup?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be nice. You know, if it had been the other way around, you better believe they'd be waiting for us to come to Danbury to show it off. So we're going to take the 10 minutes and we're going to enjoy it and get our rings, and that's great. You know, all the boys definitely want their rings, but at the end of the day, this is a new season and a new team, and we got same goal as last year, just with different guys, and I'm looking real confident it's going to be a repeat this year.
Last year you played the majority of the season. What are you looking forward to in your second year at Dayton as the environment or as yourself working towards professional hockey? What are you looking forward to?
Yeah, I'd just say maybe it is a little selfish to say, but maybe a couple more points. Last year I felt a couple injuries and was kind of just didn't really feel myself. And starting this year, I feel 100% healthy, and I'm playing with a guy who's had 50 goals in the last 2 years, so obviously that helps key. But you know, I'm just looking to bring maybe a little bit more leadership, some grit. We're the Canadian kids there. We like to play our tough hockey, so we stand up for our teammates and get the fans on their feet, and hopefully another cup.
This is Jared Hicks, the #1 star of the Saturday game, a 4-3 overtime win for the Dayton Demonz. And ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Dayton Demonz television. Here with Ahmed Mahfouz. He happened to score the overtime winner against the Danville Dashers tonight, a 4-3 victory, and also had an unassisted goal last night in a 4-2 victory against Danville. Ahmed, welcome back.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be back.
Now tell me a little bit about last night's game and tonight's game. 4-2 win against Danville yesterday. Home opener, the first time the Demons ever got to open here at Hare Arena. What was it like to open in front of the fans compared to the last 2 years opening against opposing fans?
It's a great feeling, you know, especially when we won Game 5 last year in Danbury. Our fans didn't really get to, they definitely watched it online and everything, but they didn't get to see it in person. And it's a good feeling to come out to your home fans after you hoist the cup the year before and get a 4-2 victory. It's a good feeling.
You came into this year scoring 100 goals in your 2 years with the Dayton Demonz, scoring 101 and 102 tonight with the overtime winner, also picking up 2 assists tonight. What's that like for you? 100 goals in 2 seasons with the Demons? You definitely been a big part of this team.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a bunch of key factors on our team. There's never a single person that does the job without everybody else. So our team's been unreal. I've had great line mates from the second I stepped on the Hera ice, and it's just been continuing ever since. So I've been lucky to get some good support from the teammates and good coaching staff, and everything's just been going right for me.
And you mentioned support. Let's talk about the 4-3 overtime win tonight. You scored the overtime winner just 16 seconds into the extra frame. But Curtis Martinu in the pipes, playing his first game in the Federal Hockey League, he did a superb job.
Oh, he did great. Like when you get a kid in there, that 21-year-old that can come into his first career game and make some huge saves for you and keep you in a game and give you the opportunity to get the victory, it's a huge confidence boost for us. Now we know we're confident with them. When it doesn't matter, our goaltending duo right now I think is the best in the league. So looking confident, and hopefully everything continues.
We go back to that comment about the best goaltending tandem in the league, and I remember a lot of the post-game interviews I had with Coach Krasowicz, he would say that about Matt Kinsella, who's here, and Jeff Rose, who was the MVP of the Finals Cup. So the tradition lives on.
Oh yeah, definitely. We've been fortunate that we picked up Martinu this year. He's a great pickup, and he's a good guy to push Kinsella for that #1 job. So like I said, it's a great duo, and hopefully they can continue to do their job, and hopefully I keep putting up points and everybody else does their job, and we'll be flying. Hopefully we repeat.
4-2 win on Friday, 4-3 overtimer tonight, and next week Danbury comes into town. Rings will be here, banners hoisted, but the Whalers are coming in. What's your thoughts about taking on Danbury after clinching the cup, after being down 0-2 and winning it best of 5?
Oh, well, you definitely know they're going to come in here with something against us. So we know that all the celebration before the game, it's going to be very fun, and it's going to be, but when it comes down to business, we got to get the victory in front of our home ice, our home crowd, and we don't like to lose on our home ice. So it's another game. It's just another game, and we want that 3 points. So.
Your third year here with the Dayton Demonz in Southwest Ohio. What are you looking for in year number 3?
Honestly, I hope that everything just continues from the previous 2 years. I've been fortunate here. Like I said, everything's gone well for me. I've had a couple of good seasons, and we hoisted the cup last year. So, that's the point we're at right now. You can't really go down. You got to keep going, and we're looking to repeat.
He's Ahmed Mahfouz, the second star tonight, and the overtime game-winning goal for Ahmed Mahfouz in the 4-3 overtime win against the Danville Dashers. You're watching Dayton Demonz Television. You're watching Dayton Demonz Television. I have one of the stars of last night's 4-2 win against Danville. Please meet Scott Stafford. Scott, you are one of the 5 newest Demons on our team. Welcome to Dayton, Ohio.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here, and I've had a great 2 weeks so far with camp and then getting the season underway.
Now, what's been the process for you from camp to the first 2 regular season games?
Obviously, the speed's similar, but it's the thinking process, and it's been a good jump, and I'm just glad to kind of get the first 2 games in the Federal League underway.
What was your whole thoughts when you found out you were going to be on this 2014-2015 team?
Yeah, it was a huge honor coming into a championship team. I knew they had a lot of vets who are well accomplished on the roster, and I just wanted to come in and do whatever role Trevor gave and work hard and see what happened from there.
Let's go back to yesterday's game. It was 2-1 Dayton, and right next to Anthony and you put the puck in the net for your very first professional goal. When you scored that goal, what were your emotions? What were your feelings? What was the whole thing like on the ice of Hara Arena?
It was pretty cool. I was really impressed with all the fans and the support and how loud it got when the goal was scored. And also, I was pretty happy that my dad was able to attend. And being from St. Thomas, Ontario, it's about a 6-hour drive, so he was able to be here for both games this weekend. And he's been a big part of my life and hockey career, so it was him here as well.
Hope he travels back safely, but it was very cool to have your dad, especially from coming that far away, to watch your first 2 games with the Dayton Demonz. Now, there's something very special about you. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you were born with one forearm because your umbilical cord during birth wrapped around your left forearm, and it just
Yeah, exactly. So at before birth, my mom's umbilical cord wrapped around my left wrist, cutting off the circulation. So I was born with one hand, and it's all I've ever known, and kind of just figured out a way, whether it be on the ice or off the ice, I've kind of just figured out a way to do my own thing and just kind of go about business, and persevered over the past 24 years. So.
Now you do something very cool to make sure you control the puck very nicely. What is that?
From a young age, my parents and my dad kind of helped figure out a way. What I do is the shaft of my stick goes along my left forearm, and I tape a fairly big knob that kind of sits on my elbow, and it just helps the upper part of the shaft support the top of my stick, and then my bottom hand's just like any normal hockey player, and that's where I get all my mobility and power.
You're very quick on the ice. You handle the puck very well. Your first 2 games with the Demons, and also tonight you had a nice hit on a dasher as they controlled the puck right near Curtis Martinu, who was in the pipes tonight. Now, so far in your 2 first professional games with the Demons, you look back at those minutes. What's your thoughts?
It's been a great experience. I mean, I've learned a lot from the vets and just the overall fan support and the atmosphere and the hair I've been really impressed with, and it's been nothing but a positive experience ever since I've been here the past 2 weeks.
Let's go back to last night's game, 4-2, your first professional goal and a win for the Demons, Mackinsell in the net. And we go back tonight, 4-3 overtime win for the Demons, Martinu in the net. Both those goalies do a superb job. And what are your thoughts with the forwards, how they did tonight?
I thought the forwards played really good both games. Being such a veteran team, it's pretty deep. We have 3 lines that can put the puck in the net as well as play a solid all-around game, and they played all in all. I think Trevor will be pretty happy with how we played the past two games.
Now next week, Danbury's coming into town. They're the team that we beat best of 5 series to win the first championship cup here in Dayton, Ohio, for the first time since the mid-'70s when we had the Dayton Gems back in the day. Your first look at the Danbury Whalers, what are you expecting out of the green and blue?
I don't recognize too many names on that team, but I mean, obviously they're a proven team going five games against Dayton in the Commissioner's Cup. So I'm excited to see what their roster looks like, and I know that hopefully we match them on the scoreboard on Friday night.
Your first year in Dayton, Ohio, what's been your favorite part around town?
Honestly, good food. Coming from St. Thomas, there's not quite the meals. Been to Bob Evans and Ruby Tuesdays, and a lot of some good meals and just some good bonding with the guys. It's been some fun. So hopefully that continues.
He's Scott Stafford. He scored his first professional goal last night against the Danville Dashers, and you are watching Dayton Demonz television.